Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Ultimate Apocalypse casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today we've got a 2 versus 2 on Looter Bay. Playing as the Chaos Demons, we have got Yharnam Hunter, and his ally playing as the Eldar, we've got me. The opposing team playing as the Eldar as well, we've also got the Blast Furnace, and one more Eldar just to round things up, we have got Yo-Yo. So I've got 2 friendly Eldar defending the craft worlds against all the manner of darkness and madness that is the 40k universe. We've got me being corrupted by the forces of chaos to do whatever the chaos would do with Eldar, probably just eat them alive or something. Or maybe it's the other way around, maybe I've used some Eldar trickery to convince the demons to do some shenanigans. Who really knows? Now the more astute of you will notice that this map looks very familiar to a is it Warcraft 3 that this map was on? Or this map is based on anyway. It used to be called Booty Bay, if I'm not mistaken. Back when the game was actually playable and useful. This used to be like a sunken ship. There was like squads around here that you could kill for experience from farming for your hero. Oh, good times they were. But like everything from our childhood, it's all shit now, I guess. Pardon my French, but it is the way it is. But not this game. Warhammer is still a thing. It's still viable. So yeah, so the Eldar, from the North perspective, well, I mean, what could they think about? They could just basically focus on doing what the Eldar do best, which is having hyper-specifically focused counter-esque units to go up against what we can throw at them. Whereas we've got a little bit of spice to throw into the mix. We've got not only some Eldar shenanigans, but some demon warp trickery to also throw in. Got all these Storm Guardians moving forward, capturing all their fairest and farthest. Same with these fairies down here. Or should I say furies, if I can read. Missing one R there. Always reminds me of those monkey things from that film where she's too far home from Kansas or whatever. She's got those red shoes that are magic. Wind in the Willows or something, whatever you call that film. Anyway, these furies are going to be very kind and leave this strategic point for my Dire Avengers to catch while they go over here and try and capture what they can. But we do have an Autarch coming out, and he will be jumping around, doing this wonderful little dancing maneuver. It only takes only a couple of swipes of his chain blade to be able to take one of these demons back to the Eye of Terror. You can't really retreat from him when he's engaging you in close combat. With his little jumpy ability, he's able to stay within close range, so yeah, these Chaos Furies are not going to be in the best situation, but we do have a good amount of blue horrors manoeuvring in. To answer your question, is this Chaos Demon player going to be focusing on Zinch models? Who really knows in the grand scheme of things? But let's be honest, it's the most viable Chaos god to worship in both Ultimate Apocalypse and Unification. At the moment, anyway. Got more blue horrors moving over onto this side. Dire Avengers been backed up by double Guardians as well. Now here's the guess. How long do you think it takes me to realise that I haven't researched Fleet of Foot? Place your bets in the comments below. Oh, we've got some Howling Banshees moving in. Going to jump straight in against these blue horrors. Their power swords and whatnot. Also Guardians as well, also trying to engage these blue horrors into close combat. Autarch getting some licks in as well. Got some more Dire Avengers of the southern variety moving in for support. But this is a lot to deal with. Howling Banshees, sort of the glass cannon, but can't really do anything against them when they're in close combat. Blue horrors losing their morale. Autarch still having the best day of his life. Jumping from one Dire Avenger to the next. Got some more Furies manoeuvring in. But what are the Furies really going to do in this situation? Apart from maybe just try and get these Guardian defenders from over here. Autarch now going to be slapping down my enlisting shrine. Which is not very sportsmanlike, I do have to say. But pushing quite far. Bearing in mind that with this long kind of map, when you're fighting over here, you've got a long time to wait for reinforcements, especially in Tier 1, until you get those Falcon Grav tanks online. Do I think, what are you? An Eye of Madness coming down. Chaos Fury surrounding all these Dire Avengers. An obelisk, or a demonic shrine, erecting itself in the middle of the battlefield. And Howling Banshee's now been shot down by anything and everything. Blue Horror's been able to turn their attention to these guys. Autarch, simply one model, not enough to tie up everything it needs to. Lots of Guardian Defenders over here, now enmassing and firing away the Shuriken catapults. Howling Banshees looking like they're going to get a bit of a squad wipe going on there. Managing to narrowly survive death. Do have a Demon Lord as well, who's going to be charging in. Storm Guardians. Looks like they were going to go. Looks like that they were going to go in for a little close combat themselves, but not quite. And yeah, these guys are going to go all the way back up. We do now have some Dark Reapers out for us, which is exactly what you want in these long-ranged combat scenarios. Although those Howling Banshees were a good shout, I do have to say. It's a little bit too much of an aggressive push, but we do have a support portal coming in for Yo-Yo. And what is coming out of you? Lots of things to go for. But yeah, one thing that's decent about these little islands as well is that you've got all these thermoplasma generators. You can also come down here as well, and if you want to shoot up stuff around here or jump over with your warp spiders and whatnot, then you can, which is nice. Where we're laying siege, we've got the D cannons with the Dire Avengers. The D Avengers, if you so wish to call them. They're going to get up, firing away. Oh, they're missing a one shot entirely. Missing another shot. It's not the most accurate of things. There we go, look at that. It gets one shot in. But the primary thing that this D cannon does is destroy infantry. And look at that. Huge area of effect. We're giving these guys a taste of their own medicine, but completely neglecting that they're capturing all this in the middle. They're capturing the central islands. But one listing shrine goes down. Another one is soon to follow, I imagine. Have a look at the economies. We have got 94 and 50 and 140 and 40 compared to 189 and 40 and 189 and 172. And that's, like we said, because of all these thermoplasma generators in the middle. The Falcon has indeed landed. Oh, sorry, should I say a Wave Serpent? It's like a Falcon grav tank, just a lot more daiquiri. Got Jeez, how many thermoplasma generators are there? That's like 1 million. Or 4. Well, not 1 million, but still a lot more than you would normally see in a 2v2 map. Anyway, double Wave Serpents. And currently we don't have anything to counter it. Even these D cannons aren't going to do all that much against the thick armour. Oh, where's my camera going? Yeah, we'll probably have to go back home. Well, mind you, in saying that, if we mass fire on one of them, not the worst damage output there. These Guardians are holding up fairly well. But it is a lot. And when these Howling Banshees, now replete with even shinier swords by the look of things, there's no need to stay back. Notice, I still notice how the clear foot is still not being researched by me yet. Dear oh dear. You'd think that is the first thing I'd do, seeing so many Eldar games. But no. It's not a thing. Anyway, some Storm Guardians down here, causing some mischief. It's being sent away by some Demon Claw obelisks and these blue horrors as well. Wave Serpents, a fresh one coming in now. Howling Banshees howling away, making mincemeat out of all the support platforms. None left. Dark Reapers unable to get the distance from these Howling Banshees. Our push was good, but we pushed too far. Did not learn from the mistakes of our opponents here. But in saying that, these Howling Banshees have also pushed too far as well, so that's apparently a common theme. I go to see a War Walker. Just quite adorable. is twin-linked, what you call Bright Lances. But Listening Shrine did stand up for quite some time, buying us a little bit of breathing space before all these walkers come in. And now we've got pink horrors as well as blue. The diatribe of Hellfire. We also have some swooping hawks as well, which are good at killing all things vehicular and building-like. That is, of course, if they don't get killed instantly by Howling Banshees. These lasers are just going to jump straight in the mix. But this is a lot of blue and pink to sort out. Swooping horrors as well. In fact, the second squad of swooping horrors moving in. In fact, is that a third? Not a third, maybe. Who can tell in this scrum? Wave Stepper goes down, walkers now also going to go back home. We do have 2 Nightwings from Yo-Yo coming in. Should be amazing against all things infantry. One goes down. Got an Infernal Lab going to go on this slag deposit here. And it does seem that we're gaining a bit of a purchase over on this side. Anything crazy being cooked up at the moment. Got some more Nightwings. Nothing too crazy on this side. On this side, what we've got, oh, we've just got all the upgrades going for Yharnam Hunter and his demonic host. Howling Banshees once again not learning from their mistakes. But it seems to have just been rallied down here, seeing if they could circumvent the entire firing line. The triple War Walkers aren't really going to hold it very well against all these swooping hawks. We take it down as these ladies go about killing more things. But dear oh dear, there's a webway against that. I've infiltrated the buildings. There's not what we can do. Although the Warlocks over here have been added to the squad, so we just need to move these guys just a little bit closer to these buildings so we can see them. But by the time we're able to envisage these buildings, swooping hawks have already been brought down to very low numbers by these listening shrines. Real pain in the backside are now being witnessed by the Demon Lord. But yeah, that was quite an unfortunate thing for me there, losing all that. Careless play, Mr. Landshark. Careless play. We do have one Nightwing joining in. I do quite like this model. I like it when it flies, it goes like a V shape. It's pleasing on the old eyes. No webway assemble over here for reasons beyond my ken. Probably to get those Harlequins into combat a little bit earlier. There's some warp spiders now. And awesome Vipers. Oh, we're just going to go for a whole squadron of Vipers. Double Nightwings over here. Flanking these Dark Reapers. Making a mockery of their armour. Then again, this Nightwing isn't going to live for very long. Swooping Hawks and Pink Horrors. Able to take it down quite quickly. We do have a Night Spinner. Firing what seems to be like cotton balls. The range on this bad boy. All you need is a couple of these bad boys. They'll absolutely wreck any of your infantry formations if they are messed up like they are for us. Swooping Hawks, they're looking to cut off that. The DPS from that Night Spinner will jump over and very unfortunately jump in just as triple Warp Spiders move in. And these guys are absolutely demonic in their DPS. Really difficult to deal with them from an infantry person's perspective if they are en masse. There's some Shadow Fiends going for Purple Horrors. The Demon Lord will notice all this Eldar shenanigans and witchcraftery. A fleet of Vipers now also going to come around on this side, hoping to move around and focus on damaging all the buildings and stuff. We'll see Demonic Shrines and Infernal Labs right at the side. And yeah, this is just absolute madness and chaos. As a demon player goes for all the stuff over here. Wolf Spiders controlling all the centre of this map now. Blue Horrors not sure what they're exactly going to do. They are monsters there, so they are a little resilient to the Warp Spider's attacks, but still, they do a lot of damage. Infernal Lab going to be going down. They've now seen, or been seen by these Blue Horrors and Pink Horrors. Warp Spider's also capturing a glimpse on this Infernal Lab, but they're not going to be taking down this building anytime soon. Not even with the help of the Night Spinner. Blue Horrors being caught in the middle of Vipers and Warp Spiders alike. And sent back to the Shadow Realm. Do now have a whole bunch of Fire Dragons on the way, as well as Swooping Hawks. Should be able to knock these Vipers out of the park as quick as you like. These guys just teleport straight in, but will be shot down en masse as they try and go about their wicked foul business. Warp Spiders not taking any nonsense from these Swooping Hawks. Kills them straight away. Now going to turn their attention to the Demonic Shrine. Like we say, not very good against buildings, so will take them a fair while to cut through. And we are going to see a Night Spinner of our own here. And we do have a Greater Demon Portal. Incoming some Blight Drones. So some Nurgle units coming out to spread the Grandfather's Blessing. But yeah, the Warp Spiders have seemed to have been pushed back just a little bit. Morella's been broken. And not much we can really do. We do have a good amount of demons in the middle of the map. They're probably just going to be harassing and harrying things as they can. And we do have a... Oh, we've got a Shadow Seer. Hello, Shadow Seer. What are you? Very earthen. Very, something from, like, Legend of Zelda, almost. We have some Shadow Fiends working their wicked business on these War Walkers. The Warp Spiders, though, cleaning them up quite quickly and teleporting away just before that Demon Lord gets close in. And to be fair, these Warp Spiders are going to cause a lot of trouble. Quite hard to take care of them, unless, of course, we get some Warp Spiders of our own. We also have a Soul Walker. We're going to go for another Soul Walker. Quite a lethal Walker unit. I'm going to go for some Wraith Lords and build them up some Bright Lances, just because we need something that counters the vehicles of Yo-Yo and also stays alive from Warp Spiders. So my plan was just to go for like a massive Wraith Lords. We can just tank all the damage from these guys while still also being able to kill these Night Spinners, who of course nothing but trouble for our infantry. Valkyrie Grav Tank does go down by the looks of things. Warp Spiders teleporting away just as these Night Lords come into contact. But a Soul Walker armoured vehicle. The 1v1 situation in close combat, the Soul Walker is going to win against the Wraith Lord every single time. Yeah, outmassed and outgunned. Wraith Lord does go down. This Valkyrie Grav Tank, though, did manage to survive just for a little bit until it didn't. Yeah, this dude is gonna... Well, the dude got like a little dude on you. Yeah, he's got like a little man on top. But yeah, against these Pink Horrors, actually not doing a terrible job. But he will be killed quite quickly, especially with this Blight Drone adding to the pain and misery that the Eldar are facing at the moment. They do have the advantage at the moment. I must say, they've got most of the map. There we go, more Wraith Lords going to just stay at range combat before running away. There's some Shining Spears and a Deceiver of Zinch. What do you look like? Oh, it's got like a Horus face on you. Well, anything's a flashlight if you're brave enough to use it. Do have this Infernal Lab finally been taken down by the Warp Spiders. And the Sea of Zinch going toe-to-toe against a Soul Walker. doesn't survive very long, even with supporting fire. It will go down eventually, but they are just being replaced as quickly as they are built. Or killed, sorry. What else is going on? We're going to go for a heavy support portal. Go for some Shining Spears. Zooming over. And some Shining Spear Stealth Zone research from the Shrine of the Laughing God. It's not what we want. We're slowly but surely being besieged. As less and less of the map are available to us. Going for a Demon Prince of Zinch at the moment. All the upgrades you could possibly want. Dark Reapers on the way. I don't think I've got the economy for... Yeah, I do not have the economy for anything big and serious. Trying to think of a counter for these Warp Spiders. So I'm going to try and go for Dark Reapers. Shadow Seer. Looking like she was about to slap this Demon Lord before being shooed away by the fire provided by the Wraith Lords. Lots of Lords in this combat. Seethers of Zinch now surviving a little bit longer just to get involved in close combat. Wraith Lord supporting at long range. Shining Spears now coming over. As far as I'm aware, on tabletop, these are meant to be like really good at like anti-vehicle stuff. But these, their characters, they're good against infantry, so I don't know whether that's the case. I've gone for a couple of Star Lances. Wraith Lord's unable to see these Shining Spears. Unfortunate. Not sure if we even noticed these guys. Wolf Spiders now free from their building destroying duties. And we do have an Ancient Wraith Lord. Just like a regular Wraith Lord, but bigger. Bigger and meaner. Much more keener. Also got a Wraith Guard unit on the way as well. Seeing lots of late game Eldar units in this game. We do have a... Where are you? You are a Demon Prince of Zinch. Wearing his bloofers. Hewing his doofers. Giving this support platform Uber turret a backhand. Did not know that the Eldar spoke German. The grim darkness of the far future. Now we've got these Dark Reapers. Now, will there be any use against these Warp Spiders? Not all that much, it has to be said. And what is that? 58 and 73 versus 144 and 174. Oh dear, that is not what you want to see. An Ancient Wraith Lord sprinting towards you. Got some more Swooping Hawks on the way. Another Warp Gate as well. And also a Hellspawn. Opening fire. Jesus Christ, this Ancient Wraith Lord is quite loud. A whole load, a fistful, if you will, of Warp Spiders moving in for support. And this Ancient Wraith Lord, even though he's been attacked by all things anti-vehicular, he just doesn't mind. He's going to tank all that damage and continue to backhand these Dark Reapers. If you had your 3D glasses on then, it would have seemed like they were coming at you. Got some more Deceivers of Zinch coming in, but not sure exactly what they're going to do against all this. Wraithguard, what are you doing? Looks like that Soul Walker was just doing some squats there. But yeah, the Warp Spiders losing their morale. I mean, this is still a lot of artillery to deal with. We've still got our Night Spinners. We've still got the Hellspawn firing away. And to be fair, if these guys push too far, they might lose the majority of their fighting force. If they commit too much to this bit, might give us an opening to push out again. But it's Ancient Wraith Lord just... Jeez, where's my camera going? Yeah, just not giving up. Annihilating that Warp Gate. for continuing to push. Soulwalker's being remembered and moved in. Dark Reapers, for some reason, engaging in melee combat. Not sure why that was happening. Probably got some sort of slapping kink and wanted to get more involved. There we go, falls foul. Finally. But still the Soulwalkers press on. And what are we going for? What's our counter? More pink horrors. More fire dragons. It's all we've got going for us, boys and girls. Warp spiders don't seem to be getting killed anytime soon. There's just too many of them. Demon Lord going up against the Shadow Seer. I mean, are they going for any... Oh, what have we killed over here? We killed things. Oh, this will have been from the Demon Prince. Demon Prince still alive? No, he's dead. He's dead, sweet summer child. Killed by these Vipers, no doubt. Or some other Eldari mischief. But the push continues. But we're still holding firm. We've got double Night Spinners out now. More pink horrors. Warp gate over here. It's taken care of. Got some Vipers now moving over onto the side in a flanking manoeuvre. Fire Dragons, though, will take care of these guys pretty quickly. I know it takes them a couple of seconds to take them out. But they do manage to cause a little bit of mischief. Just distracting these pink horrors just for a small while. But the Warp Spider's numbers does seem to be dwindling, as these Wraith Guards are also falling en masse. Night Spinners racking up the kills. I think they're our only anti-heavy infantry unit online at the moment. I've gone for whatever you upgrade are. You look like claws. We go for Soul Grinder. Quite a big beefy unit. F-Guard finally been taken care of. Almost. Got a superstructure critical threat warning. What are you? What critical structure have we gone for? We've gone for an Eldritch Spire. And we also have the Laughing God as well, which is nice. Very keen and happy. What voice do you have? Who am I watching up from the perspective of?
Incoming enemy fire.
Is it you? Where have you gone? Oh, we can't hear her voice at the moment. The music's too loud, but we'll come back to her. Shining Spears, last of the assaulting party. They're holding up pretty well to all this fire, to be honest. Will be taken down. And now it's time to rebuild and recuperate. Blast Furnace with their webway gates and their Warp Spiders. Being a pain and a nuisance. Be stricken down. But yeah, this unit, the Laughing God, look at just sheer amount of health, almost 20,000 health. Looks like a potential killing blow on the way, but we are not giving up. We will hold this island whatever the cost may be. To have a wonderful little Soul Grinder. Hasn't skipped leg day or arm day here. And now this mass of pink horrors and fire dragons hoping to go up against loads of vehicles. Instead go up against the Laughing God's finest in the form of the Laughing God himself or herself. And just all the Harlequins known to man. Well, I say they've got all the health in the world. Actually, this Soul Grinder is certainly ripping him a new one. We also have a Hornet over here, opening fire. And some chaos shenanigans. The Soul Grinder does go down. Laughing God twisting and twirling. Good lord, that is certainly quite the flash. That's my eyes on my monitor, certainly. Pink Hornets have lost their morale. Everyone being split apart. More Hornets on the way. We do have a pass here as well. Still no clear foot there. She's going to manoeuvre in. Probably get a mind war on this lady. Before being instantly wiped out. At this point I was running out of ideas and also running out of economy. Laughing God there will go down by the looks of things, unless she gets out of there. She may be a god, but she is not immortal. She's taken down. Kicking and screaming, no longer laughing. The joke is no longer funny. And what else are you going to go for? A Destruction Stone. More Soul Walkers. We're going to go for another Laughing God, because why not? So yeah, realistically, we need to do some sort of pushing out now. We need to reclaim the battlefield in whatever kind of stranglehold we can. If we're going to compete against all this. I'm kind of hoping that Yharnam Hunter has got some big plans by going for some big units. After losing all that economy, I mean, what is the economy at the moment? 105 and 88, 82 and 47, 360 and 583, and 272 and 283. So I mean, it's not impossible. We have a chance. But the chance is very fleeting. Are these warlocks holding their swords upside down? They are. Well, that's going to bother me now that I've noticed that. Alright, Warp Spider's going against these fire dragons. Not giving us a moment's worth of peace. See the council being accosted by these pink horrors. But we'll be able to weather the storm for at least a little bit. And it's all just flashing and explosions. Dover Hellspawn joining the magic with its high rate of fire, long range as well. Now we have got triple Wraithguard, and basically every weapon that they have is just basically a huge D cannon. So I mean, we saw that the power of one D cannon earlier on against a group of Eldar Guardians, but now imagine just like 15. Yeah, we're not living through this. Horror's been wiped out en masse. What is our response? Not much, really. It's just a game of how long can we live now. But we are seeing a big rapture coming down from the Chaos player. It's a fair bit of damage to anyone in the area, from if memory serves me correctly. Also just looks cool. Yeah, the Wraithguard being blasted. We have all the support platforms. We also do have a web sail. Going to be summoning a Phantom Titan. Laughing God is back in the mix. We've got all the Harlequins. And the siege presses onwards. I'm just going to get some Dire Avengers. I know this is the last stand. Going to go for some D cannons of our own. We might not be able to get as many as the Wraithguard, but we still get enough just to cause them a little dint. Every Eldar life is precious and sacred. Oh, this was my this is my strategy, sir. One ability that the Eldar can research in this game is basically like it forces everyone to be not violent for like 2 minutes. So like these guys can like charge in with all the things that they want, but they can't physically attack us for the next 2 minutes, which will hopefully gain us enough time just to build up a little bit of a resistance and set up our defenses somewhat. But we don't have the economy for it. We just like look at that. We've got all the green money in the world, but nothing to really substantiate it in the blue department. But yeah, it's in the grim darkness of the far future. There is sometimes not war. you know, Phantom Wraith, or Phantom Titan, sorry, overlooking the chaos that is to come. Of a solid wall. Dire Avengers. Time for the citizenry to escape. To go back for the webway. Not sure what the Chaos player is doing in the form of defending his... I don't think Chaos people have citizens. It's always meat for the grinder. There we go. Phantom Titan going to lead the charge. Soul Walker. Jesus, what's... Oh, that's... Yeah. Look at... They were going to hold the line. But they didn't. They just didn't. Just 2 shots from a Phantom Walker. And that takes out one whole squad of Dire Avengers. Another squad also doomed to be wiped out. And that, boys and girls, is all she said and done. So absolutely being creamed by the Northern Eldar there. We did put up a good fight there. There was a little bit of back and forth. But as the game went on, we couldn't really get into that tech that would get us... I think it was those warp spiders mainly that really sealed the deal. Unable to really build up something useful against them for the longest period. Cost us so much money. Was unable to spend that money on getting our economies up. And also neglecting these centre islands here. Not good for our general constitution. Yeah, cool. Thanks for all the players that were playing with us and stuff. If you want to support the channel, Patreon is a place where if you spend £1 a month, you do get 1 extra game a week. My name's been Mr. Landshark. Pleasure as always, never a chore. And I will see you in a bit. Peace.